As part of the process of getting the rosters overhauled and ready for the season, what I'll do is I'll go through and count the number of players on each team and then put that all in a spreadsheet, come up with the averages. So what we've got is an average of 28 pitchers per team and an average of 38 hitters per team, which is 66 total. Now, obviously, that's not going to be the case for every team. Some teams are going to have in the high 50s. Some are going to have 70, give or take, total players we're talking about. But what I do when I see things that get kind of out of whack is I'll go ahead and make some adjustments. In this case, what I had was I had a situation where, this is just a quick example for you guys. I wanted to kind of show you how another way of how I do things and how I try to balance out the rosters. Talk about that in the auction. But the Marlins, they had had 4 free agents plus one other guy I'm going to use, but they had 4 guys that were free agents that I was referring to in the other part of the video. But they had 47 hitters through trades, through picking up free agents. However it happened, they ended up with 47 hitters, and Minnesota only had 28. So obviously we don't want to leave that as is. Now, it's not a situation where I'm going to swap 10 guys out, but with those 4 free agents from the Marlins plus one other guy I've identified, I'm going to go ahead and move those over. So instead of it being a situation where Florida has 47 and Minnesota has 28, it'll be Florida that will have 42 and Minnesota would have 33. So that's how I try to even it out. Minnesota was hurting on pitching a little bit as well. They needed to get a couple guys added. But that's all part of the overhaul process, right? Just trying to keep the numbers right. And like I said, the guys that get rid of are free agents or guys that really aren't significant contributors. So with the Marlins, the guys that were free agents that were hitters were Grant Green, let's see, there you are, Tyler Moore, Parmalee, I'm just trying to find an open space for them. And I just swap them out for a scrub player. And then I go find, let's see, the other 2. Cabrera here was one. But also there's this guy, I was trying to find one more just to try to balance out the numbers a little bit. And sorry, he was selected. He's a 28, 29-year-old catcher. And I decided to go ahead and move him over. Minnesota was hurting bad, so I just decided to kind of dump him. Just looking for guys that aren't really contributing well. So sorry, Sharif. Unfortunately, you got the axe. So there you have it. Swap those 5 guys over. You can see them here. So what I do is then, and obviously I'm not going to show you the whole process of creating a player. I think you get it, or making one player into another. I think obviously you get it from the last step that I showed you, but I'm going here real quick when I do it, and all I simply do is just change the last name to Cap before I start the process. So that way I know which players are available for usage. So go ahead and do that with these other guys here. And once the time comes around where I start editing the Twins and finding their players, finding prospects or guys from the 40-man to put in, then I would go ahead, edit these guys. And then you move them around the various rosters, AA, AAA, wherever they fit based on their skill set. So hey, fun, right? A lot of steps to it. But like I said, it needs to be done, because if it's not, the numbers will get really out of hand. Yeah, so like I said, it could get out of hand. The numbers could get way out of hand. I just try to do that every season, before every season, just to try to even things out. So fun, fun, fun. All right. Thanks for watching this part of the video, and like I said, you kind of see what goes into it, right? When I say overhaul, I mean it. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope this gave you some insight in terms of like the quality you get and the amount of work I put into it, and kind of the care I take of the rosters and how serious I take these things. So alright guys, thanks a lot, and like I said, you know where to find me. Message me, comment me, let me know what you think. Alright, take care guys.